Recently somebody asked if I'd consider a blog, and I thought it was a silly idea until I started writing it, and then found that it was a delightful way to reflect on my experience here. Elijah Swan lives in the hand-hewn, cedar shake cabin of my imagination. Each morning he wakes to watch the sunrise, leaning in the door jamb and looking out at the water. The name Elijah comes from my neighbor, Lige Christian. He and his wife, Kay, are the reason we're here.
2004, we decided to sell the farm, and that's when we met Keith and Christy, and they bought the farm with a couple of other partners.
Keith had a background in farming, so he understood not just the romantic sounding part of it, but the actual nitty-gritty of it. I think that's really important.
You see, it was Elijah's idea to make hard cider. He mentioned it one day looking down at the green sweep of ground in front of our house.
You know, this would be a good place for an apple orchard. We're south-facing, we've got good sunlight, the soil's right.
The swan in Elijah Swan comes from the flock of trumpeters that settles into the waterlogged ponds at the valley bottom each winter. They are magnificent. In the morning, they soar and honk over.
Well, now that the conservation easement's in place, it's enabled us to move forward with the cidery and to up our grain production and developing relationships with Organic Seed Alliance and Washington State University and their wheat breeding work. So you can imagine we do this to several thousand bottles a year. Unhook it, and there you go, champagne.
We pressed 800 gallons in the last year, and we're going to press 1,300 gallons this year. You know, our relationship with the Jefferson Land Trust has been amazing. We got to a place in terms of where we thought we may have to sell the farm, and through the process of gaining the easements on the land, we've ensured both that we can stay and that the land will be worked as agricultural land forever, which is very important to us.
They have so much wisdom that they teach us and share with us, but we also have a lot of opportunities to think critically together and problem solve. Every day that we work here, we're, creating something.
He walks his talk in mud-caked boots, and each morning when he nods reverently to the day ahead, he reminds me to make a true story of my own life.